Good morning, guys. I'm back out here at the lease again this morning. I hunted my pap's food plot last night and got skunked. But Caleb and I are in here. We're just split up in this hollow, kind of covering the whole thing. But we already had a couple deer coming through here in the dark. We heard a buck grunting, and Caleb said he actually heard a doe bleating up on the hill too, and we heard some running around. So I'm gonna shut up here and keep my eyes peeled because I have a feeling something could happen today. small 8-point and a little spike come in. Before they came in here to me, they walked right up through the food plot, right into Caleb. It's like they stopped by to visit us both. But, I mean, it was a nice little 8-point, but nothing either one of us wanted to shoot this early. But I hear more deer up on the hill here, so let's see if something bigger comes in. Well guys, that was a pretty fun sit. Ended up seeing a few deer, and even had a flock of turkeys come in that I couldn't get on camera, but I think I videotaped some of their scratching. They were making a racket. But Caleb's got an appointment at 10:30. It's about 9:30 now, so I'm going to pack his stuff up, and we'll see you guys in a tree tonight. How's it going, guys? We're back out here this afternoon. It's super hot out. I think it's in the 60s, but we're officially making the first sit in my favorite tree stand, the high stand. Molly's been hunting. There's a bean field a couple hundred yards that way that Molly's been hunting, and deer have been filtering out of the bottom into the beans. So I'm hoping maybe there's a chance some bucks are bedding in here, and might even be able to do a little bit of grunting and can calls, and maybe get one to get curious enough to walk in. Wind finally seems like it's settled down, so it's a beautiful evening, just a little too warm, but you never know, maybe they'll be moving towards dark. Guys, it's looking like that doe's gonna be the only deer I see tonight. Probably got about 15 minutes yet till it's too dark for the camera. I technically didn't get skunked, but I'm still kind of a little disappointed. I was hoping to see something with horns tonight, but it doesn't seem like it ever really comes easy, so I'm gonna keep on grinding, keep hunting new spots, and hopefully eventually I meet up with a good one. Scrape. Hunt there then. Well, good evening, guys. Caleb and I came out here to a big tract of public land, and went to an area we've never hunted before. It's a pretty good walk back in here, but we did some scouting along the way, and he's set up on a super fresh scrape. Looks like it was just hit this morning or last night, and I pushed a little bit deeper here, down to a pinch point where there's private land and a steep hollow over here, so I'm kind of hoping maybe the deer will funnel through here. I didn't find any sign that made me feel warm and fuzzy. I walked past an old scrape that looked like it hasn't been hit in a couple days, and pushed a little deeper, and I found a semi-fresh looking rub line, and I just didn't want to push any further, so I set up. Well, like I said, I don't feel great about it, but we both wanted to change the scenery, and we love the challenge of coming out here on public and scouting out. scouting out a new spot. So there's already a million squirrels terrorizing me, so my head's on a swivel. And another thing is there's a pile of red oaks dropping in here, but that's kind of the consensus everywhere, so it makes it kind of hard to pattern them when the acorns are dropping everywhere. But I got some thick mountain laurel in here. I'm on a kind of like a transition edge from the more open hardwoods to this thick mountain laurel, so I'm hoping maybe a big buck will walk right along its edge tonight and feed up on some of these acorns. Stay tuned. Guys, I'm gonna try to keep my voice down. But I had that one group of deer come through earlier, and they came directly behind me about 80 yards away. And it was super tough to get them on video. But I saw for sure one of them was a spike, and I think the other ones were does. Caleb had a different spike come into him. He said his was dull, and he heard a deep grunt and a buck chasing a doe. So we're not sure how big it was or whatever, but even just sitting here, I can hear deer walking down through this laurel and stuff, and I just can't see the things. But the woods is super calm and the leaves are really loud, so I can hear any deer within, seems like 200 yards of me. But I'm gonna sit here till dark and tear down. And hopefully a buck comes in yet. Well, I'm all out of camera light, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and tear down and get out of here, but thanks for tuning in to another episode, guys. I've been busting my butt trying to get on some deer and make videos for you guys. If you've been liking